Hello, beautiful people. I hope you missed me. It's Sylvia Kuchena from Horizon Mental Health Clinic. I'm psychotherapist and author, but also founder of Horizon Mental Health Clinic. So some of you have asked me to talk about spirituality, metaphysics, gratitude, and I got so much comments and private messages, which I'm really grateful for, because it's nice to know what you're looking for. It's nice to know, it helps me keep me being on track, because I'm responding to your needs. So that's really important. So I'm really grateful for your responses. And today I will be talking about spirituality. I have chosen this topic because it's big, and I was thinking like how to approach it. How, you were asking about my own thoughts on spirituality, and spirituality is a big topic. But because when we think about spirituality, we think about something holy, something huge, something that is outside of us, and that's really not the case. It's not something. It's absolutely nothing external. Spirituality it's a journey inside yourself, and it's accepting who you are. It's accepting life itself, and seeing life as something really precious, but for you to see that as something really precious, you actually need to go back to yourself and do some kind of personal growth, about accepting your past, because many of us are identifying ourselves with past. It's like we hold on to our past, and we think that our past is our identity, and we are just too afraid to let go of what was going on, let's say many years ago. And it's like our past. It's more like for us like a referral. Oh, I'm this because this happened to me 20 years ago. I'm like this because what happened to me. So we use our past not really to grow, but really to excuse ourselves. Why are we not growing as human beings? And your experience is nothing more but your lesson. If you're using that as a referral to who you are today and as an excuse not to grow and not to learn, well, that's that whole experience of your past then becomes maybe not useless but meaningless, because you're not willing to learn from it. And if you're not willing to learn, that's it. Like you kind of stopping yourself. That's when it's like, imagine now, if you're referring to your past and as a stopping you from to grow, it's like you wrapping yourself around the chain with chains and say, I can't do this, I can't become this, I can't have that, I can't grow, because somehow you're making yourself believe that your past is holding you back, but really it's you who is holding yourself back. It's you who's not willing to let go of what happened to you. Not the past itself. The past itself is already gone. It's gone. It's only your past is really living in your own head. You are recreating your past. Every day you're living, every day you're living the same thoughts, the same behaviors. That's you keep living in the past, because what if you would let go of that, then you would have to step into unknown. And what happens then? Oh my God, something's going to change and I don't know what. And it's not going to be, safe. And your egoic mind, it's blowing, like it's screaming, don't do this, don't let go, because it's too scary. So come back to the spirituality. That's it. It's about letting go. Letting go of the past. Take the lessons. Like, the spirituality is very individual. It's a very individual journey. It's your own journey. Every single human has its own very unique, very special journey. But it's up to you how you're going to address it, and it's up to you. Thank you, Patricia. I love you. Thank you. It means so much to me. Thank you, Patricia. So, letting go of the past and look and step into the unknown and create yourself from that, exploring yourself, who you really can be. That's magical, because your past or your past experience are meant to make you stronger, not weaker. But there is a lesson to take, there is a lesson to be learned. But it's up to you whether you're going to do it or not. Like, it's your journey, it's your life. No one else can force you to do things, and no one else can tell you, look, you know what, I think you should really, step into the journey of your spirituality and into your personal growth, because I think it's going to be good for you. Like, are you going to listen to that? Of course not. You need to kind of feel it. You need to want to do it for yourself. And your past doesn't have to be a tool that you're going to use to play victim. I know this is strong words, and I know many of you might not like it, but that's the truth. We all do it. One of the archetypes that are there existing, it's the victim archetype. But then it's up to you whether you're going to take on this or not. You got to learn that lesson. It was, if it happened and you were let's say it was out of your control, maybe some trauma happened in your childhood, trust that it meant to happen for you to gain some wisdom. Because your experience is nothing more than your wisdom. You can't learn a wisdom out of the book. You can learn some knowledge, you can gain some knowledge, you can gain some intelligence out of books, study books. But wisdom is so much more than that. Wisdom comes with experience. And when you experience something, you internalize it, you take it as a lesson. That's it. That's your wisdom. Now you have something inside you that knows. Now you have something inside you that is so much stronger than it was before that happened. Do you feel what I'm trying to tell you? It's your past. It's not your your past is not your destiny. Your future you, who you can really be. That's that. Another thing that I have with the spirituality is the journey to your own wholeness and speaking and living your truthfulness. What does that mean? What do I mean by that? So we all have a different perception of life, of values, of ourselves, and owning that part, and yet be open-minded and willing to learn is something that you need to keep teaching yourself to do it. Because number one, yes, we know something. Number one, we have our own perceptions. but be willing to change your perceptions as you gaining more experience. You know, own who you are completely, but yet don't allow yourself to see things very narrowly. That's not the case. Own yourself as who you are, own yourself who you really are, but be willing to change, be willing to go and explore yourself, be, you know, willingly to listen to maybe other people's opinion. Maybe there is something that they have that you can take as your knowledge. And this actually brings us to another concept that I have attached with spirituality, is that the belief that every single person is you pushed outside. So again, what does it mean? Every single person in your life that you're experiencing, whether it's a stranger on the street, whether it's your child, whether it's your husband, whether it's your partner, whether it's co-worker even, every single person that you meet, and as, let's say, you know, you have a conversation with them, or even not, you don't have to have a conversation with them, but let's say they might be not nice to you, or they might be overly nice to you, you know. Either way, it's you being pushed out. It's how you experience them. It's how you really experiencing yourself and the world around you. So if, let's say, your conscious or maybe subconscious beliefs is that people are bad, people maybe are vicious, not nice, or cheeky, or whatever, you will meet exactly those people. And it's not because they're vicious, it's because you kind of want them to be, so you can then say, I'm right. And if you change your thought around, and if you would really maybe try to look for being the openness, and you know what, maybe I'm not quite right here, maybe not everyone is this not nice. So you then don't look outside of yourself and looking for nice people, you look inside and you ask yourself, where can I change so I can give that kindness? Where can I be to give people that goodness that I actually need? So rather than looking at yourself as a completely separated person from other people, you start to looking at yourself, okay, if this is my thoughts, if this is reflecting of who I am, and I don't like it, it means I got to look inside and then ask myself, where is the work I have to do? What did I miss? You know? I hope that makes sense. To continue about spirituality, and another concept that I have, you know, attached with spirituality is loving yourself. Like, it's, you know, we all need love. Like, since we are born, this is like, love is our primary need. Like, not only need, but it's something that we all want. It's something that we all want to experience. We want to feel like we're loved. We want to feel that we're wanted and that we belong somewhere. And yet we want to, you know, we have so much love to give that we want people to share that love. Again, this is like not separateness. Like, this is what we have. This is what we want, you know, to create nice balance and harmony. But so many of you are hating, absolutely hating themselves for, again, the past, or for something that happened to you, or something that, you know, the way you look, or something that, you know, you're, let's say you might be ashamed of something that you did before. Let go of that. Let go of the guilt and shame and, you know, embarrassment and the anger and everything else. that doesn't serve you. That doesn't mean you can't get angry, because no, this is another concept, this is another topic. But healthy anger is actually something that it's good to express from time to time. Like it's okay to get angry. So that's another emotion. And with spirituality, actually, emotions are very, very important. With spirituality, we learn to listen to our emotions rather than running away from them, blocking them, suppressing them, pretending that they're not there. With spirituality, you're actually listening. You're teaching yourself how to listen to your own body, to your own soul. Because this is exactly how your the inner voice, the higher self, the soul, you name it, is communicating with you through your own feelings, your emotions. If your head is somewhere, distracting and is distracted and it's just overthinking and you feel like you can't, you don't take control over your thoughts, then you're creating this connection then from your heart, when the heart is just is the accumulation of your emotions, and then it's gonna spreading to your whole body. But if you're not listening to yourself, if you're not listening to to the message that the soul is actually trying to tell you, and you keep running and thinking that you know the best and you won't stop yourself, then you're creating this disconnection. But also with that disconnection, you're ending up feeling very anxious. Then depression. It's nothing else but, it's not paying attention to yourself. It's like, it's total disconnection from who you really are. Where was I? Yes, so loving yourself and accepting your emotions is a huge part of spirituality, because spirituality, the way to go and to become that, to become that wholeness, to reach that wholeness, to speak and to experience your truthfulness, it's actually through your emotions. It's part of spirituality. It's part of who you are. So when I say stop running away from yourself, that's exactly what I meant. Like, you just own yourself. If you feel bad, if you feel, let's say, anxious, anxiety is creeping in, stop yourself and ask, hold on a second. What's going on here? Like, what am I believing is going to happen? And then you internal talk. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to your own best friend. Come here, sit down, let's have a chat with myself. What is going on? What's happening? You're learning to listen to yourself. Someone once said, I actually forgot the name, but he said that owning yourself, I actually forgot the thought. Oh my god, I lost I lost what I wanted to say. No, it's gone. Never mind. I don't know. It's gone. So, another part about the spirituality, if it comes back, I will tell you, but at the moment, it's completely gone, so. Yes, so knowing who you are and owning yourself, it's also allowing yourself to feel and to be empowered. And owning yourself, when you actually own who you are, it will empower you. Automatically, you will feel so much stronger inside. And it's not from outside. It actually comes right from your gut, from your heart, and it's, exploring out. When you do own yourself, when you stop complaining and blaming other people about your past and about what happened to you, just owning yourself, you take full responsibility of who you are, full responsibility for your thoughts, your actions. That's your then you're already on the step of becoming spiritual. Again, this is not about any religion beliefs, because you can be on this journey regardless of your religion. Like that, this is not what we are talking about. This is not about politics, this is not about religion, this is only pure about personal growth. This is purely about who you are and owning yourself in that journey. And owning your power. It's also, it's owning the God within you. It's owning who you really are, like the life that you have right inside you. That's what you got to own. That's who you really need to connect with. No one outside, just with yourself. Listening to your intuition, the small whisper, the small tiny emotion that tells you in your gut something isn't right. Or maybe go for it. Take that risk. Do it. All of that, you got to listen to yourself. It's listening to your own body. That's what spirituality is. Searching for your life purpose. It's another part, and it doesn't matter whether you have to change your career 10 times, but it doesn't matter. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Like, that's it. Stop asking questions that are irrelevant when it comes to your own journey. Just go with the flow, let go, and stop trying to control absolutely everything in your life. This is something I know myself about, and I'm still learning. And I'm teaching myself to let go of control. It's not easy, but it's doable. It's really doable. Finding your life purpose. For example, I really when I was a child, when I was really, I think I was 7, when I was so happy, and I came to my parents and I said, Mom, Dad, I know what I'm going to do in my life. And they were like, what? And I said, I'm going to be a surgeon. I'm going to, save people's lives. And my mom, like always, she said, I will believe it when I see it. That was her say, My dad, of course, like, yeah, you do it. Yes, it's great. But then I completely changed it, because I have 2 law degrees, and with that I was thinking maybe I will help people through law to help them resolve their conflicts. It will help them resolve something that they can't do themselves. But then I quickly noticed that it's not exactly what I was looking for. The emotional part was missing for me. It was very dry, very paper-based, very fact-based, which is not me. So I did change my career, and that was the best decision ever. Like, I'm not going to look at, oh my God, you spent 5 years studying something that you actually, you have 2 degrees, but you're not actually using it. That's not the case. I do not look at, my 2 degrees that I'm actually not using right now. But it helped me. It already helped me. Like, the experience, the journey, the knowledge that I gained from those 5 years. It's amazing. And no one ever would be able to take that away from me. It's part of who I am. It's part of my journey. I met fantastic people. I know law. Some. But it's good. It's good. I do not regret that I did it, because I just chose. I meant to do it, because that helped me find what was really missing for me. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't know that the emotions are something I'm good with. I'm good with helping people. I'm good at talking to people. And yet, their emotions are very much welcome in the conversation. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't know that. So this is why I don't look ever at anything that I have experienced or any of my decisions as a regret. Because if I didn't gain something from it, definitely I gained some wisdom from it. It's about owning who you are and trusting the process and trusting yourself and trusting that, you know, like when you hold the vision that you want something, that you want to experience something, it's going to be given to you when you're going to be ready to receive it, not the other way around. You can't receive something if you're not ready for it. It wouldn't be right. It would overwhelm you. You have to become already who you want to be in order to receive something. About spirituality, again, let me just see what I have here. Oh yes, very important. About spirituality, you look at people beyond their sorrows, beyond their pain. You don't see them and you don't pity them. And that's what certainly I never do. This is something I'm a very empathic person, but my boundaries are very firm, I want to believe. And also, I don't pity people because I don't see, you know, let's say someone comes to me and say, Sylvia, this happened to me, that happened to me, like I have experienced this trauma. In my head, it's like, I hear you. I really hear you. Let's see what can we learn from it. Let's see what can be healed, what needs to be healed. Because when it comes to trauma, yes, we need to do our healing. We need to process emotions. Yes, because that's how we learn. And yet, with that, you see people beyond their sorrows. You know there's so much more potential in them. But the trauma that happened to them when they were small or when they were adults and trauma happened, you know there's so much more to discover in them. This is how I see every single person. So seeing someone beyond their trauma, seeing them as a light, it's amazing. But again, this feeds into what I was already talking about. Lack of separateness, you seeing yourself through other people. So, this is something I can't do because if I would start pitying people, number one, it would not help my clients at all. And it wouldn't help me certainly, because then I would keep myself small into the victim mode. No, it happened. Let's take the lesson. Let's do the healing. Let's grow. Part of spirituality also, it's valuing life as the most precious gift from the universe. This is something I hope you can do. Life itself isn't good, isn't bad. Life just is. And I believe it's amazing. It has so much power. It's a gift. It's nothing but it's the best gift ever you actually got. And how you're going to experience that gift, it's up to you. It's up to you how your life is going to be for you. You decide that. Because the God inside you that you have, it has the ability to create. It's the same creative energy that the universe has. The universe is already inside you. So if you really want to have a nice life, you got to look inside. Where are you bitter? Where are you hurt? And what's behind that anger that you have? Look inside. Don't look outside to blame. Don't look outside, to judge people. If you're so judgmental, look inside. Where are you judging yourself? Because you are just what you're experiencing, the way you are inside. So if you want to change anything, you've got to look inside yourself. That's the only way to change, to grow, and to awake yourself into spirituality, to become whole, to speak your own truth. You have your wisdom. It's just a matter of how you're going to use it. Owning your individualism. So what does that mean? Like owning that your journey is completely different to other people. And this is something that it can be very easily noticed in a family. Let's say in the siblings. Let's say something happened in the family and there will be 4 siblings. And yet every single one of them are going to see the same thing in a completely different lenses. Someone might see some other facts. Someone might see, oh, no, that was nothing, it's fine. Something might see, but that happened and that I believe it saved us. Or, or other sibling might be like catastrophizing. Oh my God, that was the end of the world. So you see, it's your own perception. It's really owning your part. Keep learning. Don't close your heart. Open your heart. Learn to receive love and to give love. Don't be afraid of taking a risk because something is uncomfortable, because something doesn't make you feel like you can, or like you keep in yourself, but I don't have the confidence. Who would you be, or how would you act if you had that confidence already? You know that. You already know the feeling. And then you go and do it. This is how you reconnect with yourself. This is exactly how you know who you are. Through your own feelings. Let your feelings navigate you. Stop creating separateness between your mind, between your heart, between who you are, between who you think you are because of the past, and now you can't be this because of that happened. It's all BS. Yes. You can and you are limitless and unstoppable. You are, but you just got to own that part in you. Just got to own yourself and do it and be it. Leave it. So, about emotions. Blaming, judging, complaining. You know that this is not about spirituality. About spirituality, you got to feel gratitude. You got to feel love. You got to feel kindness, goodness, hope, faith, seeing beauty in the smallest things ever. I always say it. Just when you're rushing in the morning and the kids are going to school and you're rushing to go to work and take a sip of that coffee and enjoy it. It's absolutely divine. Smell the coffee. So own that moment, okay? And you will see that you don't need big moments to enjoy. You don't need big moments to be happy. You don't need big moments to feel something. Because all those big moments, they will pass. They will pass. And those big preparations, those big moments, yes, they might last for an hour, half of the day, 2 days. But then that's the end. And what? Does that mean then you have to come back to be unhappy? No. Choose not to do that. Like choose not to choose to be happy. Choose yourself. Choose your life. Okay? So how can you start practicing spirituality? How can you start doing something that will make you, maybe bring you closer? I have some list. Absolutely, this is not the only list. I'm sure you can, own your own stuff as well. Mindfulness. So practicing mindfulness can bring you a little bit closer to that journey of spiritual awakening. Meditation. I absolutely love meditation. This is, praying, another thing that you can really, no, I don't like that. meditation or praying is something that also can help you in touch with that spiritual you. Nature, spending time in nature, listening to music, doing art, drawing, creating things, it's all art, so you can, do that. Gardening. I find gardening very, very helpful actually, because you're just in that moment of planting, creating, waiting, nurturing. It's just amazing, like, to see, and then, like, looking after those lovely, amazing colors in those little plants. It's just, for me, it's just grounding, and it's helping me, looking after the bees then, and nature, and, like, I'm creating my own little world. So that's me, that's my gardening. I absolutely love gardening. If I was to conclude, and if I was to say in few words exactly about spirituality, number one, I think, and the main one that put just nice conclusion of everything that we were saying today, it's about learn to accept. It's accepting yourself, accepting your journey, accept who you can be, yet accepting that there is something unknown to be explored, and yet you don't have to be afraid of the unknown, because the unknown is nothing more than limitless possibilities. Own that. Okay? Own that part. Like accepting your past, let that go, accepting who you are, your flaws, your advantages, your everything about you, like all the good that you can have and you be, and just own that part. Don't reject yourself. Don't keep blaming other people for whatever happened. It happened, it's there, let go. Learn and heal, but then you can let go of that as well. So, another thing actually I have in here that I forgot to mention is manifestation, like awareness of manifestation. So who you really are. I did, but I just didn't use the word manifestation. It's like, if you really want to be or have something, you actually have to become that person first in order to have it. So it is manifestation, but I just didn't use that word. So acceptance, and then you speak your own truth, like explore yourself. Don't be afraid to go inside. Don't be afraid to spend some time by yourself. Don't be afraid to listening to your own emotions. What's going on there? Thoughts, if they're intrusive, let them go. Come back to now. Come back to the self. Start creating. Meditation, as I said, praying, or like affirmations and mantras can be very good to that. But affirmations itself, you need to attach your emotions for them to be really, really powerful. So let's say when your new affirmation is going to be, I'm loving myself, I'm amazing, I'm very powerful, I love myself, I'm accepting myself, who I am, and I'm letting go of the past, I'm looking into the future. When you say this, allow your emotions to flow through you. So let's say if you're going to imagine something that you got to imagine yourself that you're already loving yourself. How would you feel? How would you act? How would you dress up? What would be the way you're going to talk? Like, how are you going to be if you already loved yourself? And then you do the mantra, and then you feel the feeling of, yes, oh my God, I love myself. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so grateful for who I am. I love myself. It's amazing. See? So affirmations, if you're going to say, oh, I just love myself, and I'm very grateful for who I am, and I'm accepting who I am, it's boring. like your subconscious will be like, she's lying, don't listen, block it off. So you got to remember, you got to convince yourself that you already are this person. So your subconscious is like, that's not what we used to think, but this is what, like, she's really feeling it, so maybe you should pay attention. And then the more you're going to do it, it generates amazing like a field, an energetic field that you're in it. You're already becoming the person, so keep going. And don't tell me that after 2 weeks it's not going to work. Like, I have been meditating now, Sylvia, and doing my affirmation for the last 2 weeks, and nothing happened. Okay? And for how long have you been thinking negatively about yourself? About 25 years. Okay. Do you see the difference? Like, I'm not saying you have to have another 25 years to change yourself. No, it will take some time, but don't expect to have it like this. Again, it's a process. It's not linear process. It's actually goes ups and downs. Like, so trust that. Have faith, hope, own yourself, hold yourself in it. Okay? So for today, thank you so much. This is the first time I have no makeup. My hair were, oh my god, newly dried. So today I'm actually on my holidays, and I'm here talking to you because I couldn't resist. This is why my Maya said I'm crazy. That's exactly why she said it. I couldn't resist. Because I am faithful. I am very faithful, very loyal to all of you. And when you ask me to do something, I will I will come live. I will that's my commitment. That's just me showing you that I really care about this job. I really care about well-being, and I really care about my work, my people. So okay. So for today, I wish you all to have a lovely day. I'm going now to the pool. I'm going to really enjoy myself, and you too, you wherever you are, whatever you're going to do, just do enjoy yourself. Just enjoy the little things. And I did message the person already who asked me about spirituality, so I hope I answered your question somehow. That's my own understanding of spirituality. That's my own, that's how I go about spirituality. So it's only based on my own perception. As I said, I believe there are many other perceptions, but I can only speak from myself, from what I have experienced and how I see it and how my own understanding. So again, I hope that helped you, and I will see you very, very soon. Today, very, very soon. I won't promise anything, but I might come up again, maybe this weekend somehow, maybe not this weekend, but before Friday, maybe somehow I will manage to come live to you again, but we'll see. So again, have a lovely day, everyone, and I will see you very soon. With lots of love, like always. Oh, by the way, I will never finish. If you resonated with this video, or if you somehow, felt me anyhow, you can visit my website, which is Psychotherapy Kuchena, and I will in the comments I will add this website. You can go there and check that I have blog, I have, of course, on my Facebook page or Instagram page. I also have YouTube channel. So if you would like to see more of those videos, I have some of the videos already in there. You just go visit Sylvia Kuchena, and I'm sure you will find me. So again, have a lovely day, and I will see you very soon. Bye.